Humans are violent by nature and inherently cruel. We cannot allow them into the Galactic Union. Steck took a deep breath. He knew his proposal to accept humanity into the Galactic Union (GU) would be an uphill battle, but the representatives were testing his patience. They were making sweeping, unfounded accusations against humanity as a whole. They're barely sentient monkeys. If we let them in, they'll burn the whole thing to the ground, another representative bellowed, his voice echoing through the Grand Assembly Hall. But Steck was prepared for this. He had come armed with evidence. The screen behind him lit up, displaying an image of a chaotic scene. A crowd of various alien species running in panic. "This is from Brayer," Steck began, his voice calm but firm. "I'm sure you all heard about it." A tanker carrying volatile fuel overturned and exploded. The image changed, showing a collapsing beam bridge, with people below fleeing from the imminent danger. "The Deathworld bridge crumbling," Steck continued, his tone steady. He flipped through a series of images, each one capturing a moment of disaster. Explosions, collapsing structures, and panicked crowds. The room grew tense as the representatives watched, unsure of where Steck was going with this. "Tell me, representatives," Steck asked, his voice cutting through the silence. "Did you notice anything about these images?" The Jalmorian representative, a bird-like creature with vibrant feathers, squawked indignantly, "Those are all from recent disasters. Why are you showing us these? Are you implying humans are responsible? Is this a threat?" The assembly murmured, the representatives exchanging confused and concerned glances. Steck allowed the tension to build before he continued. "No, this is no threat," Steck said, lowering his voice. "But there was a common theme in these images. Did anyone notice? Anyone at all?" The room remained silent. Steck sighed and pressed a button on his console. The first image reappeared, but this time it was desaturated, save for 3 brightly colored figures. "Look closely," Steck urged. The 3 figures stood out starkly against the gray background. They were humans, and they were running not away from the danger but toward it. Marcus Toomey, 24, paramedic. Wendy Toomey, 22, homemaker. Julio Rodriguez, 45, carpenter, Steck announced, his voice filled with solemn respect. All 3 were killed in secondary explosions, but not before collectively pulling more than 30 souls to safety. The second image reappeared, similarly desaturated except for 2 figures. June Park, 20, UTAF reservist, and Adam Baker, 32, janitor. Together, they managed to get 15 people out of the rubble before emergency crews arrived. Mr. Baker suffered a broken femur from falling debris. Steck continued, showing more images, each one highlighting humans running toward danger to save others. He named each one, giving their ages, occupations, and the lives they had saved. The room grew quieter with each story, the representative's earlier smugness replaced by unease. Finally, the screen went black for a moment before displaying an image that everyone recognized. It was a dust-covered body, curled protectively around a small Gabben pup. The story of the Hablock collapse had made headlines across the galaxy. "Michael Whitmere," Steck said, his voice heavy with emotion. 15 years old. The assembly was utterly silent. Steck let the weight of the moment sink in, allowing the representatives to marinate in their shame. He continued, "A mother lost her child so that another could remain with hers. In every interview, Mrs. Whitmere has spoken of her son's bravery with pride. Pride in his decision to put others above himself. Pride in what she called the human way." Steck paused, letting his words resonate. Then he concluded, "So, representatives, I would like to close with a quote from a human. A man who was, by all accounts, kind, giving, and gentle. When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" The screen flickered to a new image. A young human male, smiling widely at the camera. The vast expanse of the universe laid out behind him. Steck pointed a single, sharp claw at the image. "There is your helper." The room remained silent for what felt like an eternity. Steck could see the shift in the representatives' expressions. Doubt, guilt, and even admiration replacing their earlier hostility. The Jalmorian representative was the first to break the silence. These stories, they are moving, Steck. But how can we be sure this is the norm for humans? How do we know they won't bring chaos to the Galactic Union? Steck nodded, expecting this question. I understand your concerns, but let me ask you this. How many of your species would run into danger to save others, knowing they might not come back? Humanity's history is filled with such acts of selflessness. It is not the exception. It is their nature. He pressed another button, and the screen displayed a montage of human achievements. Medical breakthroughs, environmental restoration projects, and acts of heroism from across the galaxy. Humans have already proven their value. They have saved lives, advanced science, and shown compassion to species far different from their own. They are not perfect, but neither are we. What they bring to the Galactic Union is not violence. It is hope. The room erupted into murmurs as the representatives discussed among themselves. Steck could see the tide turning in his favor. After hours of debate, the representatives finally called for a vote. Steck stood at the podium, his heart pounding as the results were tallied. The Galactic Union has reached a decision, announced the presiding officer, a tall, elegant being from the Lemurian species. By a majority vote, humanity is hereby granted provisional membership in the Galactic Union. Pending a review period of 5 standard cycles, Steck exhaled deeply, a wave of relief washing over him. He had done it. Humanity would have its chance. In the weeks that followed, Steck became a symbol of hope for humanity. News of the vote spread across the galaxy, and humans everywhere celebrated their newfound place in the interstellar community. But Steck knew the real work was just beginning. The review period would be crucial, and humanity would need to prove itself worthy of permanent membership. As he stood on the observation deck of the Galactic Union headquarters, looking out at the stars, Steck felt a sense of pride. He had fought for humanity, not because they were perfect, but because they were capable of greatness. And as he watched a human starship dock with the station, its crew eager to begin their new role in the Galactic Union, Steck knew that the best was yet to come. The 5 standard cycle review period was a time of both excitement and tension for humanity. While the provisional membership was a monumental achievement, it came with strict conditions. Humanity would need to demonstrate not only their ability to contribute to the Galactic Union, but also their commitment to its values of peace, cooperation, and mutual respect. Steck, now unofficially seen as humanity's advocate within the GU, took on the role of guiding them through this critical phase. He worked closely with Earth's leaders, helping them navigate the complex political landscape of the Union and ensuring that humanity's actions aligned with the GU's expectations. One of the first tasks assigned to humanity was the formation of first contact teams. These teams, composed of diplomats, scientists, and cultural ambassadors, were tasked with establishing relationships with newly discovered species and assisting them in joining the Galactic Union. The first mission was to a planet called Zyphora, home to a species known as the Ziphrans, a highly intelligent but reclusive race that had recently developed interstellar travel. The Ziphrans were wary of outsiders, and the GU hoped that humanity's unique perspective and diplomatic skills could bridge the gap. Steck accompanied the human team to Zyphora, acting as an advisor. As they approached the planet, he couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. This was humanity's chance to prove themselves, and he was confident they would rise to the occasion. The Ziphrans were a fascinating species, tall, with shimmering, translucent skin and elongated limbs. They communicated through a combination of vocalizations and bioluminescent patterns that danced across their bodies. Their society was deeply rooted in art and philosophy, and they valued introspection and harmony above all else. The human team, led by Dr. Elena Martinez, a seasoned diplomat and linguist, approached the Ziphrans with caution and respect. They spent weeks studying the Ziphran language and culture, slowly building trust. One evening, during a cultural exchange, Dr. Martinez shared a piece of human music, a classical symphony composed by Beethoven. The Ziphrans, who had never experienced sound in this way, were captivated. The music seemed to resonate with them on a profound level, and it became a turning point in the negotiations. Steck watched in awe as the Ziphrans and humans bonded over their shared appreciation for art and creativity. By the end of the mission, the Ziphrans had agreed to join the Galactic Union, thanks in large part to humanity's efforts. Despite this early success, not everything went smoothly. Humanity's provisional membership was closely scrutinized, and every misstep was magnified. When a human mining corporation was accused of violating environmental regulations on a GU-protected planet, it sparked outrage among the representatives. Steck found himself once again defending humanity, arguing that the actions of a few should not define an entire species. He worked tirelessly to address the issue, ensuring that the corporation faced consequences while also highlighting the steps humanity was taking to prevent future violations. As the review period progressed, humanity began to form alliances with other species. The Gabben, the small, furry creatures Michael Whitmere had sacrificed himself to save, became some of humanity's strongest supporters. They shared stories of human kindness and bravery, helping to shift public opinion in humanity's favor. Steck also noticed a growing camaraderie between humans and the Lemurians, the elegant, light-based beings who presided over the GU. The Lemurians admired humanity's resilience and creativity, and they saw potential in a partnership that could benefit both species. As the review period neared its end, humanity faced one final test. A catastrophic event occurred on Terra Nova, a GU colony planet, when a massive asteroid threatened to collide with the surface. The GU's resources were stretched thin, and they turned to humanity for assistance. Humanity responded without hesitation. A team of engineers and pilots, led by Captain Raj Patel, worked around the clock to develop a plan to divert the asteroid. Using a combination of advanced technology and sheer determination, they succeeded in saving the colony. The GU was impressed. Humanity had not only demonstrated their technical prowess but also their willingness to put the needs of others above their own. On the final day of the review period, the Galactic Union convened to decide humanity's fate. Steck stood before the assembly, his heart pounding as he delivered his final argument. Humanity has faced every challenge with courage and integrity, he said. They have proven themselves to be not just worthy members of the Galactic Union, but invaluable allies. I urge you to grant them full membership. The representatives voted, and the result was unanimous. Humanity was officially welcomed into the Galactic Union. As the news spread, celebrations erupted across Earth and human colonies. Steck watched from the observation deck of the GU headquarters, a sense of fulfillment washing over him. He had fought for humanity, and they had proven him right. Dr. Martinez approached him, a smile on her face. We couldn't have done this without you, Steck. Thank you for believing in us. Steck nodded, his voice filled with emotion. You earned this, Elena. Humanity has a bright future ahead. As he looked out at the stars, Steck knew that this was just the beginning. Humanity's journey in the Galactic Union would be filled with challenges and opportunities, but he had no doubt that they would continue to rise to the occasion. Years later, Steck retired from his role as a GU representative, but his legacy lived on. Humanity had become a cornerstone of the Galactic Union, known for their compassion, ingenuity, and unwavering commitment to the greater good. And as Steck watched a new generation of humans take their place among the stars, he felt a deep sense of pride. He had helped to bridge the gap between humanity and the galaxy, and in doing so, he had played a part in shaping a brighter future for all. With their full membership in the Galactic Union secured, humanity entered a new era of collaboration and exploration. Earth and its colonies became bustling hubs of interstellar activity, with humans working alongside species from across the galaxy on projects ranging from scientific research to cultural exchanges. Steck, now a revered figure among both humans and the GU, continued to serve as a mentor and advisor. Though he had officially retired from his role as a representative, his influence was still felt throughout the Union. He spent much of his time traveling between Earth and the GU headquarters, offering guidance and support to humanity as they navigated their new responsibilities. One of humanity's first acts as full members of the GU was to erect a monument on Terra Nova, the colony they had saved from the asteroid. The monument, a towering structure of glass and steel, depicted a human figure reaching out to protect a group of diverse alien species. At its base were inscribed the names of all those who had contributed to the rescue effort, including Captain Raj Patel and his team. The unveiling ceremony was attended by representatives from every species in the GU. Steck stood beside Dr. Elena Martinez and Captain Patel as the monument was revealed, his heart swelling with pride. The Gabben, whose pup had been saved by Michael Whitmere, presented a wreath of flowers from their homeworld, a symbol of their enduring gratitude to humanity. The bond between humans and the Gabben grew stronger in the years that followed. The Gabben, inspired by humanity's bravery and compassion, became some of their closest allies. Together, they worked on numerous projects, including the development of new medical technologies and the establishment of joint colonies on frontier worlds. One such colony, New Horizon, became a shining example of interspecies cooperation. Located on a lush, Earth-like planet, New Horizon was home to humans, Gabben, and several other species. The colony thrived, its inhabitants working together to build a society based on mutual respect and shared goals. As the years passed, Steck's health began to decline. He spent his final days on Earth, surrounded by friends and colleagues who had become like family to him. Among them was Dr. Martinez, who had risen to become one of humanity's most prominent diplomats, and Captain Patel, who now commanded a fleet of GU starships. On his deathbed, Steck reflected on his life and the role he had played in shaping the galaxy's future. "I never imagined I would live to see such a day," he said, his voice weak but filled with emotion. "Humanity has proven that even the most unlikely species can achieve greatness. I am proud to have been a part of their journey." When Steck passed, the entire Galactic Union mourned his loss. A memorial service was held on Earth, attended by representatives from every corner of the galaxy. The Gabben, in a touching tribute, composed a song in his honor, its haunting melody a testament to the bonds he had helped forge. Steck's legacy lived on through the next generation of leaders, both human and alien. Among them was Lila Whitmere, Michael Whitmere's younger sister. Inspired by her brother's sacrifice and Steck's advocacy, Lila dedicated her life to diplomacy and interspecies relations. She became a key figure in the GU, working to ensure that humanity's values of compassion and cooperation continued to guide their actions. Under Lila's leadership, humanity played a crucial role in resolving conflicts and fostering unity within the Union. Her efforts earned her the respect and admiration of species across the galaxy, and she became a symbol of hope for a brighter future. With humanity fully integrated, the Galactic Union entered a golden age of peace and prosperity. New technologies, developed through the collaboration of countless species, revolutionized travel, medicine, and communication. Colonies flourished on distant worlds, and the galaxy became more interconnected than ever before. The GU's motto, Unity in Diversity, took on new meaning as species learned to celebrate their differences while working together toward common goals. Humanity, once seen as a dangerous outlier, had become a cornerstone of this unity, their unique perspective and resilience proving invaluable. Years after Steck's passing, a new monument was unveiled at the GU headquarters. It depicted Steck standing alongside a human, a Gabben, and a Lemurian, their hands joined in solidarity. At its base was inscribed a simple yet powerful message. "In the face of adversity, we find our greatest strength. Together, we build a future for all." As the galaxy looked to the stars, they did so with hope and determination. The story of humanity's journey from a death world to the heart of the Galactic Union served as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always light to be found. And as the stars twinkled in the vast expanse of space, they seemed to shine a little brighter, as if reflecting the unity and hope that now defined the galaxy.